Dear students, in this video lecture, we'll talk about the contingency studies for the smart grid. Already in the last video lecture, we observed what is the contingency and what is the factors we are going to consider in the contingency studies. We studied that. So in this, we'll study about the contingencies, whatever we are using for the smart grid. The contingency studies are usually proposed for the planning or operation tool for assessing the impact of unit or line outage in an integrated smart grid environment. For example, if there are some renewables are integrated to the smart grid, so if suppose one particular line has stopped its particular transmitting the power, if line outage takes place in that particular line, and how we are going to assess it, for that purpose to study or to plan or to propose a plan for that, or to study the operation of that particular line, the contingency studies are used. That is the main purpose of the contingency study. So usually what happens is in a particular one line, single line or the multiple line, the outages may takes place, that is n minus 1, n minus 2, n minus 3, like that contingencies we are going to study. Basically there are two types of contingencies. One is the AC automatic contingency screening or the filtering. Okay, so the screening and filtering, both the process will try to check the AC automatic contingency levels. Then the second type is the AC automatic contingency control. The second one it will try to address about the control. First type will address about the screening and filtering option. Let us study what is the use of contingency, what it includes, those points we'll study. Usually these contingencies are contingency sets are used in a static security assessment technique as well as in dynamic security assessment technique. The static security assessment technique consists of the load flow base case, the schedule contingency, or it may use the model for a PI for each contingency that it will have. Then the next factor what we are going to consider is it will provide the studies for the violation check. Suppose if any threshold point, if it increases, suppose PI is less than or equal to threshold for a violated contingency case, it will try to arrange them all in a ascending order. And the third one is it will try to develop a security measure to aid improvement in recommendation as well as in the display. Now let us study what are the weak points. Usually what happens, the static security assessment is well known for the classical power system. What are the weak points that includes, what are the points that makes the system weak? The very first one is the selection of the weighing measure. How we are going to measure that? Okay, that is the very first point, weak point. Then exponent factors. What type of exponent factors we are going to consider? Then the third point is the probability of selecting contingency. How you are going to select? What is the probability you are going to how best you are going to select the contingency level? Then the fourth one is the lack of human intelligence. So because of that, because of poor human intelligence, the artificial intelligence techniques are involved in that. The relative information on the knowledge base, the decision making by the non-experts, that may also create some type of the contingencies. So because of that, some of the new plannings or new techniques are involved. It may be using some ANN techniques, the fuzzy logics, some type of intelligent techniques are introduced which will make the weak points into a good point. These schemes do not include the time against sources, the variability in the selecting the parameters for the contingency studies. Now let us discuss what is the ACS capable, what is the level of that we are trying to discuss. The very first point is the renewable energy resource with the variability in output power as a contingency. So here what happens, as some of the renewables you cannot predict the output level, output voltage. That may also create some type of contingencies. Then the second point is the loss of measured unit which is needed for the performance study. So if the unit which is measuring that particular point, if that itself is lost, then that will definitely affect the performance level. The third point is the probabilistic measure of contingency to be added to the input. This is very important point. Then the last point is the resulting index that needs to be replaced with some timestamp measurements, which is basically used to predict or analyze or to view the recommendations classified that will impact the contingency under the study. It may be in the real time, or that may create a new opportunity in the research. So there are many opportunities for designing new computational algorithms. Usually it supports the development of smart grid which is equipped with some advanced tools for system security, reliability, sustainability, as well as affordability. So what I am trying to discuss is the whole the model, that the model 1, we are trying to discuss what are the opportunities for designing the new computational algorithms which are going to support the deployment of smart grid, which is equipped with some of the advanced tools. That if we are utilizing these all advanced tools, automatically the smart grid security will be enhanced, and it will increase the reliability level, sustainability, as well as the affordability. This is the overall content of module 1. In the next video lecture, we'll talk about the module 2. Thank you.